What's going on YouTube? It is your man Tim, and of course I am back at the notorious RDU9 Amazon Fulfillment Center, getting ready to do a load, I guess in about an hour. I'm going to try to squeeze in there in about 20 minutes. Hopefully they don't turn me around. But anyway, let me turn the camera around, man. Let you see my pretty face, man, and we'll get on with the update. Okay, now let's get to it. The day is, hold on, I'm gonna need some assistance. Today is Thursday, July 21st, and it's 11:24 p.m. Like I said, I'm at RDU9. I'm at the Amazon Fulfillment Center down in Graham, North Carolina. It's about 30 miles away from my house. Once again, for you guys that don't know, some guys may wonder, like, why don't I go to the one that's 5 miles away from my house instead of going to the one that's 30 miles away from my house? Well, to be honest, simply put, the one 5 miles from my house don't have loads that's paying $3 and some change. And normally this load is paying $4. The previous 2 times I've done it, it was paying a little over $4. But this time here, I happened to get it for like $3.80 something cents, man. I missed it yesterday. Somebody else got it. So I just decided to scoop it up today a little earlier. I scooped it up about 1 o'clock p.m. today. I didn't want to wait around. I didn't want to take another risk of not having nothing to do, because it literally hurts me. This load here is only going to make $1,400 on the whole week, and it's Thursday. But let me rephrase it. By the time this load is actually scheduled for Friday morning. I guess you can tell by the time, but it's actually scheduled for 12:10. Which is actually tomorrow. 12:10 a.m. So this load is actually for tomorrow, which is Friday. So in other words, by Friday I'm gonna have a little over $1,400. Then I only have Saturday to try to not make this my worst week, but you know, I'm already content. I'm already understanding it's going to be my worst week. This is going to be my worst week. And it's not a whole lot I can do about it. But let me go ahead and catch you up on some other things. Today is also the day I had to pay my rental. This time I had to pay for 2 weeks because the office was closed last week for some reason. I have no idea why. I guess he was on vacation or something. And you know, the bottom line, money talks, bullshit walks. He seen, you know, the guy, you know, for you guys that don't know the history, it started out where I had to, somebody actually had to go up there to the office. That's the way that we started way back in March. Somebody actually had to go up there to the office. And of course, me being out of town over the road, I was having to pay people to go to the office. Not everybody. I'm going to give a shout out to Kev. He wouldn't charge me anything to do it. But anyone else would charge me, and not saying that they shouldn't. I'm not saying that they shouldn't charge me. I'm just saying that they did, and it was an added expense to my operation, especially starting out. But anyway, that's the way we started out, where somebody actually had to go up there and sign the contract, and then eventually we got to the point where nobody had to go up there and sign anymore. I could just call it in, after he seen that I'm not like many others. And what I mean by that is people that can't pay their bill. A lot of people will get these trucks, man, and they can't pay their bill. I've sat up there and I've talked to them. I've chopped up with them, and I probably would chop it up with them Monday. I go up there with them to a Monday. And I'm probably going to be up there for some hours, so I'm probably going to talk his head off, to be honest. But anyway, we got to the point where I didn't, I could call it in, and we done that for a while, and then it got to a point where he evidently trusts me enough to know that I can go 2 weeks and pay. I'm just guessing it's just straight up business. I mean, you just looking at me and seeing what type of business I'm doing. I'm not making no excuses. I'm contacting him every Thursday. I'm making the payment every Thursday. The money is there every Thursday. So, he felt that he could trust me. So that's what happened. He had something to do, and he could have done it other ways that would have cost me more money, but we was able to do it that way that wouldn't cost me more money. I just had to pay 2 at one time. But anyway, man, let's get on with it. When I made the payment, man, he told me to come in and do a oil change Monday. I'm here in town, so this time it's kind of on point, but he hadn't been mentioning an oil change, but I already knew it needed an oil change. In fact, it's about 12,000 miles past due an oil change. I have put oil in it, and to be honest, I had already made up my mind that I was actually going to do the oil change myself this weekend, because I just didn't want to risk any chance. For you guys that have been keeping up with my journey, last time I went for an oil change, they ended up keeping the diesel vehicle I was driving and gave me a gasoline vehicle. And I really didn't feel like I had a choice. I felt like the only choice I had was to accept the gasoline vehicle, which cost me more. It cost me more money. It cost me more money to operate. Or go somewhere else and pay more money, or go out of business, or buy one. I didn't have a lot of options. I did not have a lot of options, because all of those wasn't feasible options. None of them was feasible options, to be honest. But to take the gasoline vehicle, man. So I've done that, and I've been rocking with it, but I was scared to bring it up to him. I was like, well, he ain't bringing it up. Maybe I shouldn't bring it up. Maybe I should just go ahead and get the oil changed myself out of pocket. That way I can just keep it moving. But he brought it up. He told me that. I mean, it's the same story, but I kind of feel a little different about it this time, because I don't think they care too much about. I don't think they trying to get the gasoline vehicles off the road. I think they trying to put them on the road. In fact, I'm not sure, but I'll find out. But I think he got more gasoline vehicles, because I don't think nobody's going to be fond of those gas. I'm not fond of them. There's some benefits. I mean, they're quieter. They go up hills a lot faster. You know, it's easy for me to go up the mountain 65, 70 miles an hour. It's very easy for me to do that. But these suckers just won't stop drinking gas. They drink, man. You really need to drive them 60, 65 miles to try to get close to the fuel economy of a diesel truck. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know, I guess it's like what's that old group name? Nice and Smooth. Sometimes I drive slow, sometimes I ride quick. I said it wrong, but the name of it ain't so. Sometimes I ride slow, sometimes I ride quick. But for me, sometimes I drive slow, sometimes I drive quick. And just depending on it. Like tonight, man, to be honest, I don't know. I really have to get out there and see how I feel at the time. Because tonight is really about, this morning, however you want to call it, it's really about how I feel sleep-wise. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I didn't get a lot of sleep today. And if I rush, I can be back home before 5 a.m. in the morning. That's the thing I know about this load. I can already have it. I can have it knocked out about 4:30, 4:45. I can be back at home a.m. if I drive fast. But anyway, that's that, man. Really, one thing I guess I just want to talk about, man. I want to talk about how long. I want to apologize for how long it's taking me to come out with videos to get the editing and everything done. But I've been a little under the weather. And to be honest, the stuff has just kind of caught up on me. I've actually been editing, but it just seems like it just gets more time consuming to edit. And I'm trying to do a better job at it too. But the only resolution that I think makes sense in this case, because it's hurting me too, because I can't get subscribers. Even if I let something out once a week, I'm just not getting the subscribers that I want to get, because I do want to monetize my page. So I believe what I'm going to start doing is just start doing a trip. You know, the length of a trip, not a whole week, not what's happening throughout a whole week, but really just what's happening throughout a single trip. That may just be 1 or 2 days, and just edit that as one episode or whatever you want to call it, man, and just get that uploaded, because it seemed like I can manage it a lot better. Because you can tell already by the week, like the stuff that I'm doing now, man, this is stuff back in June. I think it's going to end up getting into July, if I'm correct. I'm not quite there yet, but I was just doing some editing today, and I was starting to talk about July 4th on that video. So I'm thinking it is going to include me going up to Reno, Nevada. But even if I think it's going to include that. But like I say, from now on, I'm going to just start, because I've already missed weeks. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but if y'all noticed the dates, there are times where I've just skipped a entire week. Several times. I've done it several times, because the video just piling up on me so much. And that's the way it is now. Right now, I probably got 3 weeks that's piled up on me, and I'm still editing this. So I'm just gonna I mean, to be honest, I'm probably going to bypass a lot of that. And give you more current stuff, but just give it to you like over a period of what's been going on with me, like in 1 or 2 days. But no more doing it over the period of a whole week, because it just takes me too long to edit, and yeah, I have to speed that up. So anyway, that's it, man. That's about all I got going on now. Right now, man, I'm about to go ahead and drive on into Amazon, man, and try to sneak in a little early, like I say, so I can get this over with. Now, I'm not tired of nothing right now at all. I'm not tired one bit, but at the same time, I didn't get no sleep. I didn't get no sleep that I can recall. I mean, I know I did, but you know. So I have left the facility in Graham, North Carolina, and I have driven about 200 miles, actually 191 miles. Well, let me rephrase that. It's actually 200 and something miles, although Amazon says it's only 191. It's actually more miles than that. And that's one thing you have to be careful with Amazon. But anyway, man, I go to Lynchburg, Virginia, to this post office, and literally just back up to the dock, get out, unload the truck, which takes about 30 minutes. And then really this trip is all done. So now about 30 minutes later, I'm leaving the post office here in Lynchburg, Virginia, and there are deers just running around the parking lot, crazy. I was a little nervous on getting in my vehicle because they was running beside the truck and everything, because they couldn't find a way out, and you might can see them up in my headlights. But I also want to tell you just about Amazon, and one thing to be careful for. Be careful about the mileage. Now, I know I hinted to it before, but I didn't explain. Like, this trip here is actually 20 miles longer than what Amazon quotes. And this is not only by my personal GPS, but this is also by Amazon's GPS. So they are definitely misrepresenting the miles. You can call it what you want to call it, but I just call it straight up lying about the miles. And that's why I make sure that I have to get a real good rate for me to do something for Amazon, because they will misquote the miles.